Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 3 from JIBA2K and we are going to talk about the safety, health and security at the workplace. So, before we start, allow me to introduce my group members. Khairul bin Yamin, Muhammad Alif, Ahmad Zayed, Faris Iskandar and me, Muhammad Iman Hafiz. Without further ado, let's start. Human Resources Management or HRM play a very important role in every organization. It's not just about hiring or managing employees, but also about ensuring that people work in a safe and healthy environment. This includes the planning the workforce, managing talent, maintaining good employee relation, and the most importantly, complying with labor laws and safety regulations. A safe workplace is the foundation for long-term success. When employees feel secure, both physically and mentally, they can stay motivated, perform better, and trust their organization more. On the other hand, poor safety and health standards can lead to injuries, illness, stress, or even higher turnover rates. Therefore, HRM responsibility is to align human resources practices with business strategies in a way that promote growth while also protecting the well-being of employees. In this presentation, we will expose the issue, impact, and solution related to workplace safety, health, and also security.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Zahid and today I will share my part. My part is issue. Okay, so first when we talk about the safety, health and securities, there must be a people that will be impacted by the issue, and today I will say about two type of people that will be impacted. The first one is employee and the second one is organization. Okay, let's start with the impact on employees. One of the most obvious effect is physical health risk. If workplace doesn't follow safety standard, employees can face an accidents like fall, slips, or injuries from unsafe equipment. Even without accident, repetitive tasks of or exposure to harmful substance can lead to a long-term health problem such as back pain, carpal tunnel, or respiratory issue. Next, there's the issue of mental health and emotional stress. Okay, when employees have faced a heavy workload, long working hours, bullying, or even workplace violence, it leads to a high stress and fatigue. If this continues, it can turn into a burnout, depression, and in severe cases, they will become a suicidal thought, which is dangerous for the company and especially for the employees. Finally, is unsafe or unhealthy environment will reduce employees' sense of job security and trust. Why? Because when workers doesn't feel safe, they lose their confidence in management. This will lower the motivation, decrease job satisfaction, and make employee more likely to leave the organization. Now, let's move to the impact on organization. The first issue is financial cost. From the data, workplace injuries and death costs in the US business around 171 billion every year. This also includes a medical bill, lost productivity, and administrative expenses. On top of that, high absenteeism caused by a stress or illness also reduce the efficiency and slow down the operation. The second one, we also have a legal and compliance risk. Okay, if a company fails to meet the OSHA standard, it can be fined with a lawsuit or even lost its license to operate. In addition, the negligence on hiring practice or failing to prevent a workplace violence can also expose their organization to the legal liability. And lastly, For the issue of reputation and employee relation, the unsafe working condition will damage a company employer brand, which will make it harder to obtain a high talent, and also high turnover, or we can call it where people quitting the job, resigning, will cause that was caused by a stress or safety concern will also reduce the organizational stability and disrupt the teamwork in there. So as we can see, safety and health issue don't don't affect the employee individually, but they also will have consequences on entire organization.
Hi, my name is Alif and I will continue the discussion about the impact of safety, health and security at workplace. For employees, safety, health and security at the workplace can really change how they feel and perform. When the company provides a safe environment, employees feel more protected and less stressed. They know their employee cares about their well-being and this builds trust. As a result, they are more motivated and more focused on their tasks and more willing to stay in the company. For example, when a proper safety training and equipment are given, workers feel confident to do their job without fear. This not only prevents accident but also creates a positive attitude toward work. Employees who feel safe are usually happier and more productive. But if safety and health are ignored, the impact can be very serious. Accident, injuries, or even small hazard can harm employees physically and mentally. Some workers may develop stress or burnout because they feel the workplace is not safe. In the long run, they might lose trust in the organization and start looking for job elsewhere. This is why safety is directly linked to employee satisfaction and retention. Okay, next we move to the organization. For organization, the benefit of focusing on the workplace safety and health are also clear. A safe workplace reduce the number of accidents, which means fewer medical costs, lower absenteeism, and less disruption to work. This also improve productivity because employees can perform their best without worrying the risk. Another positive impact is reputation. Companies with a strong safety records are seen as good and responsible employers. This makes it easier to attract top talent and also helps with returning current employees. For example, organizations that show commitment to health and safety often enjoy stronger loyalty from their workforce. On the negative side, when organizations neglect safety, the cost can be very high. Accident and injuries not only lead to compensation, claims, and insurance issues, but also possible lawsuit and penalties under laws like OSHA. Poor safety and record also damage the company image in the public eye. Once the reputation is damaged, it is hard to rebuild, and this can reduce competitiveness. So overall, safety, health, and security have big impact on both employee and organization. When handled, uh, when handled well, they bring motivation, productivity, and trust. But when ignored, the consequences are costly for everyone. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to our beloved lecturer. My name is Khairul Yamin bin Muhammad Naziri and my message number is 2023638088 and I'm from Group 2K. So today I will be discussing about the consequences of not addressing the proper safety, health and security at the workplace. So I will divide for two sides, which is the first one is employees and the second one is organization. Alright, let's begin. First, the consequences for employees. When safety and health are ignored, workers face a higher risk of accidents, injuries, and even illness. This also leads to more stress, anxiety, and burnout at the workplace. Over time, employees may lose trust in management, their roles, their moral drops, and many start to skip work or even leave the organization because they feel that they are not safe enough at their workplace. Next, the consequences for the organization. Companies may face higher medical costs, compensation claims, and legal liabilities if they fail to comply with regulations such as OSHA standards. They could also receive heavy fines from their employees. Workplace incident also disrupt operation, lowering productivity, while at the same time damaging the company's reputation. In the long run, this makes it harder to attract and retain talented employees.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Iskandar. I will provide you the solutions for workplace safety, health and security problems. First things first, companies should provide regular safety and health training to employees. This ensures that everyone knows how to handle emergencies and follow proper procedures. Secondly, it is important to install safety equipment such as fire alarms, CCTV cameras, and first aid kits. These tools can save lives and reduce risk. Thirdly, safety policies and rules must be enforced strictly. Employees should follow guidelines and managers should make sure rules are applied fairly. Next, promoting a healthy lifestyle is also a solution. Companies can provide exercise programs, stress management activities, and encourage work-life balance. Regular workplace inspections and risk assessments are also necessary. By checking for hazards, problems can be fixed before accidents happen. Employees should also feel safe to report hazards without the fear of being punished. This helps create a transparent and safe environment. Providing medical support and counseling services is another solution. Mental health and physical health both affect performance and safety. In addition, organizations should have strong emergency response and evacuation plans so that everyone knows what to do during fire, accidents, or security threats. Technologies such as biometric access system and digital monitoring can also increase workplace security. And finally, building positive safety culture is very important. Safety is not the only job of management, but it is also everyone's responsibility. With these solutions, companies can create a safe, healthy, and secure workplace for everyone. So that's all from us. Thank you.